When it comes to tractors, most people imagine slow, heavy machines crawling across fields at a turtle's pace. But in the Soviet Union, there was a tractor capable of accelerating so fast that for its category, it seemed like a true speed monster. We're talking about the Kirovets K700A, one of the most powerful and legendary machines ever created in the USSR. This tractor, developed at the Leningrad Kirov plant, became a symbol of agricultural progress. Its heart is an 8-cylinder diesel engine, the YMZ238NB, producing about 300 horsepower. But the most astonishing thing is its speed. Unlike most Soviet tractors, which moved at a walking pace, the K700A could accelerate up to 28 miles per hour. That's almost twice as fast as most standard agricultural machinery models. This result was achieved thanks to a powerful engine and a well-designed transmission, providing 18 forward gears and 8 reverse. This giant impressed not only with its speed but also with its size. It weighed almost 14 tons and stood over 3 meters tall. It easily handled heavy equipment, towing plows, harrows, and even transport trailers with loads that not every truck could manage. However, operating the K700A required experience. Its enormous size and high speed could become a problem if the tractor driver made a mistake. In the event of an emergency stop, the multi-ton giant was not so easygoing. Stopping it instantly was impossible. But if the K700A amazed with its speed, the next machine will shock with its armor. Imagine a tractor built on the principle of a tank. What if a tractor could perform tasks only available to heavy military equipment? In the USSR, there truly was such a machine, the DT-75B, which could be called a tank without armor. It had incredible off-road capability, was reliable, unpretentious, and capable of handling tasks that even some armored vehicles couldn't manage. At the core of the DT-75B is a track chassis, which provided it with exceptional mobility over soft, swampy, and hard-to-reach areas. Thanks to its wide tracks and well-thought-out weight distribution, it could move over loose soil, snow, and peat bogs, where a regular wheeled tractor would simply get stuck. Power was provided by a 4-cylinder diesel engine SMD14NG, with about 80 horsepower. Although its speed was not great, only 7 miles per hour, in the conditions it was designed for, this was not the main concern. Its key advantage lay in its traction force and ability to overcome difficult terrain. The DT-75B was actively used in draining swamps, land reclamation, and developing hard-to-reach agricultural lands. In the USSR, it was also used in construction and logging, where its powerful tracks allowed it to move heavy logs and equipment. The design of this machine made it practically indestructible. Even in the most challenging operating conditions, the DT-75B could work for decades without serious breakdowns. It was this reliability and simplicity that made it a true legend, and its appearance with powerful tank-like tracks, only lacking armor and weaponry. But this is far from the most massive machine created in the USSR. Next, you will see a true giant, whose power was astonishing even by modern standards. In the world of Soviet Union agricultural machinery, there was a true giant whose size and power were mind-blowing. This tractor was capable of performing tasks that other machines couldn't handle. Meet the T800, one of the most powerful and heaviest tractors ever created in the USSR. The T800 was designed for energy-intensive overburden removal in the mining industry, as well as for large-scale earthworks in road and reclamation construction. Its power unit is a diesel engine with 820 horsepower, allowing it to develop a nominal tractive effort of 75 tons and a maximum of up to 140 tons. The size and weight of this machine were impressive. The total weight of the tractor with bulldozer and ripper equipment was 103 tons, of which 30 tons were accounted for by the attachments. Such characteristics made the T800 one of the largest track tractors of its time. However, despite its outstanding features, the T800 did not gain widespread use. Since 1983, only 10 units of this model were produced. The main reasons for the limited production were the high cost and the complexity of operating such giants. This giant tractor became a symbol of the engineering thought of its time, demonstrating the Soviet engineers' drive to create powerful and reliable machines for the most challenging tasks. But there were other models that, although they did not have such impressive sizes, amazed with their innovation and efficiency. In the history of Soviet tractor manufacturing, there are models that became true legends due to their versatility and reliability. One of these machines is the NTZ-80, also known as Belarus. This tractor became an integral part of agricultural work across the expanses of the USSR and beyond. The MTZ-80 was developed by the Minsk Tractor Works and first rolled off the assembly line in 1974. It was equipped with a 4-cylinder diesel engine with 80 horsepower, which provided it with excellent traction characteristics while maintaining relatively low fuel consumption. One of the key features of the MTZ-80 was its versatility. Thanks to its well-thought-out design and the ability to be equipped with various mounted and trailed implements, this tractor was used for a wide range of agricultural tasks, from plowing and sowing to harvesting and transporting goods. Its reliability and ease of maintenance made the MTZ-80 a favorite among many machine operators. It was unpretentious in terms of operating conditions and could work in various climatic zones, from hot steppes to cold northern regions. Over the years of production, the MTZ-80 received numerous modifications and updates, which allowed it to remain relevant and in demand for decades. It was exported to dozens of countries, where it also earned recognition for its working qualities. The MTZ-80 is rightfully considered one of the most successful and mass-produced tractors in the history of Soviet and global tractor manufacturing. Its contribution to the development of agriculture is hard to overestimate. And even today, decades later, many of these machines continue to work in the fields, confirming their legendary reliability and efficiency. And now let's get acquainted with another unique model of a Soviet tractor, which combined innovative solutions and power, becoming a symbol of the engineering thought of its time. In the post-war Soviet Union, when logging gained strategic importance, there arose a need for specialized equipment for efficient work in the forests. One of the responses to this challenge was the unique T210 tractor, developed at the Onyega tractor plant in the 1950s. The T210 was a 2-axle tractor with 2 driving axles, which provided it with excellent off-road capability on forest clearings and dirt roads. Its main task was to transport timber from the crown, which required the machine to have high power and reliability. In 1960, the experimental workshop of the Onyega tractor plant completed the assembly of the T210. However, despite successful tests, this model did not go into mass production. The reasons could have been related to the economic and production factors of that time. Although the T210 remained an experimental model, its development demonstrated the Soviet engineers' ambition to create specialized equipment for solving specific tasks in various sectors of the national economy. In the 1930s, the Soviet Union was rapidly increasing its industrial potential, and one of the main tasks was to create powerful and reliable agricultural machinery. A tractor was needed that could operate across the vast expanses of the country, withstand harsh operating conditions, and be as accessible as possible for mass production. This is exactly what the Stalinets E60 became, a machine that opened a new chapter in Soviet tractor manufacturing. This model was developed taking into account the experience of foreign counterparts, particularly the American Caterpillar 60, but adapted to the realities of the USSR. The main feature of the S60 was its carburetor engine with a power of 60 horsepower, running on Ligro, a cheap fuel available in the Soviet Union. Unlike the slow and low-powered tractors of previous years, this unit could handle even the most challenging agricultural tasks. Launched into mass production on June 1, 1933, at the Chelyabinsk tractor plant, it quickly became an indispensable machine in Soviet agriculture. The tractor was used for cultivating large areas, transporting goods, construction, and even for defense purposes. Its reliability and simple design made it extremely popular. The C60 could operate in the most challenging weather conditions, from scorching sun to icy frosts. But it also had its drawbacks. The carburetor engine, despite its power, turned out to be less economical than diesel counterparts. Additionally, its low speed limited its use. The maximum speed did not exceed 5 miles per hour. Over time, it began to be replaced by more advanced models, but the C60 forever entered history as a symbol of the Soviet industrialization era. However, despite the power of the C60, there were even rarer and more astonishing machines in the USSR that many had never even heard of. Machines whose design captured the imagination and looked as if they were from another era. In the post-war years, the Soviet Union sought to restore and modernize agriculture, paying special attention to the mechanization of labor-intensive processes. One of the responses to this need was the HTZ-7, the first Soviet compact tractor designed for use in garden and orchard farms. The HTZ-7 was produced by the Kharkiv tractor plant from 1950 to 1956. It was equipped with a two-cylinder gasoline engine with a power of 12 horsepower, which allowed it to efficiently perform light agricultural tasks. The tractor's layout was frameless. All loads were absorbed by the casings of the units. One of the innovative features of the HTZ-7 was the hydraulic hitch system, which significantly enhanced its functionality. Additionally, the tractor was equipped with pneumatic tires, which improved its maneuverability and reduced soil pressure. The design allowed for the adjustment of ground clearance and track width, adapting the machine for various types of work. The HTZ-7 was used for cultivating vegetable crops, working in orchards, and on household plots. Its compact size and maneuverability made it indispensable in confined spaces. The tractor could be equipped with various mounted and trailed implements, and also used to power stationary machines. Despite its modest power, the HTZ-7 made a significant contribution to the mechanization of light agricultural work in the USSR. Its development and implementation were important steps towards increasing labor productivity in the agricultural sector. However, there were other models that, with greater power, also left a noticeable mark in the history of Soviet tractor manufacturing. In the 1970s, when the Soviet Union was striving to modernize agricultural machinery, the Kharkov tractor plant introduced a new model that combined power and innovative solutions. Thus, the T150K was born, a wheeled tractor that became a symbol of the advanced technologies of its time. The T150K was equipped with a 6-cylinder diesel engine with a power output of 150 horsepower, which provided it with high performance for carrying out various agricultural and industrial tasks. A distinctive feature of this model was the articulated frame, allowing the tractor to maneuver effectively and overcome difficult terrain. Thanks to its versatility, the T150K was used not only in agriculture but also in construction, logging, and other industries. Its reliability and ease of maintenance made it popular not only in the USSR but also beyond its borders. From 1976 to the 1990s, the T150K was exported to the USA, Canada, Australia, and countries in Europe, Asia, and Africa. During its production, the T150K gained international recognition, winning 5 gold awards at international exhibitions from 1973 to 1976. Its success was a testament to the high level of Soviet tractor manufacturing and engineering thought. However, despite the success of the T150K, there were other models in the history of Soviet tractor manufacturing that, although they did not achieve widespread distribution, left a significant mark due to their uniqueness and technical characteristics. One such model is the T75, a track tractor based on the DT54, but with increased power and improved technical specifications. In 1975, the Leningrad Kirov plant introduced a new tractor to the world, which became a symbol of the power and productivity of Soviet agriculture, the Kirovets K701. This heavy-wheeled tractor with an articulated frame and all-wheel drive was designed to perform the most challenging agricultural and industrial tasks. The K701 was equipped with a 12-cylinder diesel engine, the MZ240, with a power output of 300 horsepower, making it one of the most powerful tractors of its time. Its dimensions were impressive: length 24 feet 4 inches, width 9 feet 5 inches, height 11 feet 7 inches. The machine weighed about 29,500 pounds. Thanks to its power and reliability, the K701 found use not only in agriculture but also in construction, logging, and other industries. Its articulated frame provided high maneuverability, and the all-wheel drive offered excellent off-road capability in challenging conditions. Production of the K701 continued until 2002, after which the model was replaced by more modern versions. However, many units are still in operation, proving their reliability and efficiency. But among Soviet tractors, there were also those that, despite their power and innovations, remained little known and rare. One of them is the T125, an experimental model from the Lipetsk tractor plant, which did not go into mass production but deserves attention for its unique features. In the history of Soviet tractor manufacturing, there are models that, despite their rarity, left a significant mark due to their unique characteristics. One such tractor is the T125, developed in 1962 at the Kharkiv tractor plant. The T125 was equipped with a diesel engine with 125 horsepower, which allowed it to reach speeds of up to 35 kilometers per hour. For a tractor of that time, this was an impressive speed, considering that most similar machines had significantly lower performance. A feature of the T-125's design was the all-wheel drive with the ability to engage the front axle through a two-speed transfer case. This provided excellent off-road capability and allowed it to work effectively on various types of soil, regardless of their condition. However, despite the innovative solutions and high technical specifications, the T-125 was not put into mass production. The reasons for this remain unclear, but it is assumed that the complexity of the design and high cost may have been obstacles to mass production. Today, the T-125 is a rare and little-known representative of Soviet tractor engineering, but its development testifies to the engineers' drive for innovation and improvement of agricultural machinery at that time.